Alright.
You keep his attention, I'll start swapping out pals
Restoring
here.
gravity now.
Yeah, we'll have that going in the background. Okay.
Killed 3 pals when he landed.
What are you guys doing?
We are fighting the new end boss, the new raid boss.
We got him down to 300,000 at a 1.3 million.
Only.
But we're also out of our best stuff and using more of a kitchen sink approach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's fair, I guess.
Yep.
FYI, they are playing Palworld. I am playing this.
Oh, you're streaming?
I am. I figured why not.
Yeah.
I gotta remember what the hell I was doing though. I was breaking things. That's what I was doing.
So yeah.
Oh, those drawing ties didn't last long.
No.
Absolutely.
But they're lasting long
horrendous.
enough.
Yeah, they're lasting long enough. They're doing. Oh, he hasn't healed yet, has he?
I don't know if he has a heal.
I don't know either, but considering the other ones
Normally.
did.
I was gonna say, normally they do, don't they?
Oh boy, running from that.
I have a lot of stuff. Random stuff. Not stuff I want. I have this. Does it have what I want? No.
We definitely don't have him on farm, but I definitely think we will have him dead.
Yeah. Eisen, you realize how many parts and stuff you had in this one base that you put down for me?
Which one?
That big gray one.
The
Yeah, that's a
small
big one.
starter base that you had.
Yeah. Yeah. The starter base. That's what we're gonna go with.
Oh,
It was a starter base. For a big faction.
The starter base that he put down. Mind you, the only part of this that I added on to it just to make it a little more was this little piece.
ouch.
The starter base. Alright, I need to make it look all worn down. So let's do that. I need paint stuff. I don't think I necessarily need like the paint gun for this, because it's all large stuff, but whatever. I'm gonna use it.
All
I
right.
have it.
Woohoo.
Got him.
Did you beat
We
him?
did.
Yep.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, we did. Let's see. It cost 1 page and 2 rows worth of pals.
Plus.
Was
Mine,
that
I've got another 1, 2,
50?
3, 4, 5 that are dead.
So, actually just a page of dead pals, so.
That's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be then.
No, me either. So,
Okay, so we can do it. I wouldn't say that's easy farm yet, but
no.
do it.
So we're gonna have to
The
refine our
possibility
tactics.
is there, is what you're saying.
Yes.
but
We
really
did
we
see-
only need to. What's its male-female ratio?
Let's see. This page totals 50
Let's do
50.
this first.
So really, all we need to do is get a male and a female. We can
Alright,
Mm-hmm.
flag.
Alright. Let those heal up.
about 10 minutes before you do that again.
That one. Okay, you guys while we're at it.
But that means achievement-wise, the only thing I got left is ammo and notes.
1,000 ammos.
You need ammo for achievements? What?
You have to craft 20,000 ammo.
and 20,000 spheres.
You mean for
Already
the
did the spheres.
100%ers?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. I have
still
OCD about
haven't-
completing things, but not that much.
Yeah, I even went through and completed Elden Ring, so
You 100%ed Elden Ring.
Engineer.
There's a difference.
yes.
There's people who
Ground.
complete Elden Ring with like 5% unlocked.
It's not completing.
oh hey, now we've got the Xenoloord Ultra
I
Slab.
mean, in your
Yeah.
words.
I got a power fruit and 2 training crystals.
Yeah, I got 2 training crystals off of it as well, so you definitely get more training crystals.
So, are we going to try this again in 10 minutes?
I figure we could.
Okay, let me go toss this egg in the incubator and
Is another one of those big eggs.
yeah. Well, not as big as the one that I saw last night, but
Oh,
it's just a normal big egg.
that's fair.
Push the button at the doctor.
Okay.
So,
I'll assign that one over.
obviously, when I finally get these bred, I need to give you one named Ken. I'll just shorten mine to Ryu.
To
I thought you were going to say Clark.
Shouldn't Ken be the regular placement?
Technically speaking, yeah. Right, I guess technically Plasma Ryu would be more Akuma than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. That makes more sense in my head. Tell me again why we're starting like Street Fighter references.
Because it's Plasma Ryu.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Well, you know, it just seemed like a fun idea at the time.
I was generally confused on why we were going like Street Fighter all of a sudden.
Ooh, a Ring of Freight plus 2.
I think there hope so.
Can we make Street Fighter references? Sure you can.
Oh, God.
The dad jokes are back.
Oh.
I want the money
me
back
make
for
that.
my ear test.
You're welcome, stream.
Imagine that conversation. Go back to the ear doctor. Be like, wait, what brings you in today? I want my money back. Why? Because I had to listen to this guy, and you said I didn't have to. You said I had good hearing.
Frosty. There it is.
Although, then again, the references can be funny, so it's actually kind of entertaining. I'll roll with it.
Let's see, we have Flame Ball, Ghost Breath, Spirit Fire, Flame Arrow, Flare Storm, Blast.
There's lightning, there's thunder. Oh,
So no,
I
still
think
no
we did-
Flame Funnel.
well, that's unfortunate.
I'll replant some of these. Rolling.
Are you at the other base?
Yeah.
Okay. I threw a flame in earlier. But I didn't keep it topped up. I'll throw a flame into this one too.
I think all the rest of the broken stuff is on the inside.
I think we're doing this Spirit Fire.
I am Nakor.
Yeah.
How's the core working tonight?
I don't know if Nakor is working
no,
tonight or
he
not.
said he was off work, but he had no voice.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, fair.
He said he was kind of mute. How you feeling anyway? Feeling better? I guess this would be an easier way than speaking.
Mm-hmm. Volcanic rain, this rage. Flame wall.
Okay, well I just put in a Blasmont Ryu to the dock that had a negative, and he gained another negative.
Yeah, he's been acting a little weird. He gave me 4 white passives, and then he's just been giving me stats. He gave me 2 stat boosts and not changed any passives.
You know,
So-
ending
Kind of odd.
in hot is a
Yeah,
bad
he's a
story.
little odd on Blasmont Rio, so.
Once our guys heal up, probably need to
Ah.
feed him to get their sanity up.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best sanity restore that we have?
Well, right now that we have is salads because we don't have any minestrone because we aren't growing any potatoes.
Right, and that would be good for work speed. I'm just thinking of raw. I
Potatoes.
want more sanity than hunger, so I don't overfill them. Just what has the biggest sanity increase?
I really think it is still the minestrone. It's but let's see here. Minestrone is 18 sanity,
That sucks.
14.
Hopefully
Brawn
it goes
cherry
away here
fried
soon.
noodles is 40 sanity actually. We need brawn cherry meat and carrots. Duma chowder is 21. Mozzarella cheeseburgers are 36.
It's not causing any like sore throat or
I guess salads
Chest
are the
pains,
best we
is it?
got.
Fresh
hopefully
water
not.
is
That
20.
would suck.
I guess technically cakes would be the best we got. But
What is cake sand? Yeah,
That's good.
I guess it is. And we do have a bunch of those.
I mean, if we just want to say we got
Well,
plenty.
hopefully it
screw
goes
this.
away here soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know how much that sucks.
Guess when they get healed up.
Now let me. I'm gonna go to the other base. I can toss you the ones that,
That
have
makes
that aren't
sense.
starred.
Okay.
Partial. That's none. That's none. Okay, so I had two that were none. Partial.
Okay. I'll get them start up over the weekend.
Still waiting on more Ryu mutations, but we got one almost fully condensed Ryu so far. Haven't been paying them as much attention.
Power low.
Oh,
Disconnecting browser. Disabling Netflix.
and no, these vehicles will not be with this base when I put it down. Shall be empty. Well, besides a couple little things here and there. I think that's all of the functionals done. Because I was kind of just going to leave this part as is.
And you went ahead and shoved your egg in the incubator, right?
Yeah. So, actually,
I guess I'll put the slab down this time so it hatches and I get the entry for it.
Okay. I'll just start painting.
grab a handful of cakes here. First, feeding them because they are. all healed up. See if the egg is done. It should be then. See what we got. No, got 30 seconds left.
Kind of just spamming this to get some different textures in.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try and make it run down, but not heavily damaged. Just kind of like it was abandoned.
If a
5
space engineer
minutes.
falls with no one there to see, does it make a sound? Guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Oops. Let's see, we got a. Yeah.
I know my
Okay, we'll
movements
turn
are
it on.
sporadic,
I got the
but
slab on me.
Female,
So,
blood of the
I
dragon.
like kind of
Is critical.
randomness.
Okay.
I'll come back when it's a disaster.
So we need a male now.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes with otherworldly cells and invader, right?
Yeah.
I thought I
That's
cut
always
you
his
down.
default.
This is I'm still good on ammo, I think. I want to keep the rocket launcher equipped,
Yeah.
as we saw. Actually gonna set up a Gatling, keep this shot.
So I don't know if I'm gonna be using the actual code side of the scenario builder,
Mm-hmm.
because I looked the other day and tried just making parts of it, because I know you can make like the missions, but a lot of it was like you had to go push this button to complete the mission. And in pretty much every scenario, that's how it is.
Oh, there's no way to hook it up to a sensor?
Not that I saw, but that's what I want to check. And the other part, because I want to see if there's a way where they pick a specific object up or get that in their inventory. That
'Cause I thought there was a way to trigger events like off of either location or interaction.
so you can do location or interaction, but the locations I think are kind of big. And then I was thinking, okay, I can kind of get around that, especially with like these larger bases. I'll just make it when you enter the area to search the area, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I couldn't find anything to specify like a specific item in your inventory. I found how to search the inventory and what their calls are for that. So I can search the inventory for something specific. It's just stuff like data pads where you kind of have meta files with them because they have stuff written on them. Makes it a little more difficult. Like I can search for a specific item like data pad in general, but I'll have to look through it again. Maybe we'll do that after putting this base down, because I might be able to get a workaround. I was thinking about maybe turning the power on to the facility. Could be a part of it. But I would have to go back and kind of do that for all facilities. And some of them I kind of want to leave as they are and not power them down.
If you could link it to event controllers, you could do off of seat occupied or...
Right. That's what I want to look at, just to see what all there is. Because I know there's got to be a way to see if you have, like... Well, there is, like, specific items you can trigger it off of. But nothing that specific where I can say the name of this datapad. At least not that I could see.
I'm back.
Hi.
I am ready to go on this raid whenever you are in a hurry.
Okay, I am just feeding everybody. My saddle should be finished. Did I pick that up? Yeah, I picked up my Frost Stallion saddle. Okay.
I've got 10 in the base now.
Okay. Do you have a new altar over there?
I've got a new slab with me and a new altar, yeah.
Okay. Get Stallion out.
Have you guys ever seen what the visual scripter actually looks like?
No.
I think so.
So let me make sure I don't have that actual... No, I don't. Okay. So let me exit this. So it pulls up a menu that I'll show you here in a sec, or a UI that I'll show you in a sec. But it also pulls this little menu up that you can load a saved world, you can do a custom world, or you can load one and kind of adjust it. We're gonna go to saved. And
Do you want these Anubis back?
Yeah, at some point. You can dump them in the battle as things die, and I'll just fetch them at the end.
Why is it not letting me scroll these? Oh, I have to grab it. Forgot about that. Frostbite, all those.
Oh, and I didn't soul any of them up because I didn't know how you wanted them
I just
done.
did up to the just before giant souls in HP
Sure.
attack defense.
Okay. All right.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Clicky.
Can I delete this one?
I guess. How do you fire from off of the mount?
The guided rockets?
Anything. It wasn't letting me fire. It was just doing
hold
the...
right click.
So I'm trying to see if I
Right
can actually
click.
get rid of this old one.
Okay. Come here. If I can get her to come back. There we go. There we go. I was pressing left click like you normally do when you fire, and
I was doing your iceberg, or whatever you have in first
Yeah.
slot.
Okay, let me get rid of this real quick. I want to bring up...
Already got one
Yeah.
score down.
Okay.
Scenarios.
All right. I'll get him up, or get him replaced.
See, it's not in here. I wonder if it's in mods. No? Find the right drive. Where would it be? Because it's
2 more down.
not in here.
And I'm poisoned and on fire again.
They didn't put it in the cache. They didn't put it in there. Damn it.
Ouch.
I think all the Xenovaders are down.
Don't
Some
need
time
any
for
of
more.
that. Don't need any of that. Let me see if it's on a C drive somewhere.
Oh, and they are liking me today. A Xenoguard are here. So, your screen is black. You're not sharing the.
The home screen?
Yeah.
There you go. That would be why.
I am about to die.
Let me
I
see.
got ready for pursuers.
All I'm really doing anyway is looking to see if I could find where that saved that scenario.
I'm
at.
down.
Because I have a couple different places where stuff gets saved.
Seems like we're doing better on the PAL count this
Yeah.
time.
Steam.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's injured, but very few are dead, so.
I think we did a better job of clearing out the ads.
Yeah. And he's down. And just as 2 additional Bastigors died. And they're all on fire. Yeah, that did seem to go better.
Okay, so it's not there either.
And if you just want to dump the
So
Anubises
it
in, I'll
has
pull
to
them
be
out.
in here somewhere.
Should be all of them. She only did 3, so.
I thought it was 4. Or maybe mixed in somewhere. Oh well, doesn't matter.
I sorted them by level and ground type, and that's all the ones that I have, so. The next Anubis I have is level 57 and unstarred.
I could have accidentally dumped one in there like that. That's fine. Doesn't matter.
Where are the saves saved again?
App, Space Engineers, and then Underworld. So. It's your sandbox DLCs, or
That's custom
SCC,
ones.
so that's the configs for the saves.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used a lot less ammo too.
Ow. We'll figure it out. I'll
I
see
wonder
I
if
can
looking
get rid of that
Jormuntide's
one.
route, I wasn't getting some missiles eaten by Jormuntides instead.
That's a possibility since they were so big.
Xenolore's not particularly large for a raid boss.
Yeah. And a Ring of Dragon Resistance too.
Some I didn't get anything. I got the Ring of Freight +2, but I got the egg this time, obviously.
Yeah. Power Fruit.
I got a life for mine. Vitality for whatever it is. Here's hoping this will be a male so we can get this going. probably just use the breeding pen here on this main floor.
Yeah.
Spastigors are on winding down, finishing, perfecting mode.
We'll do that. Okay, so here we
Needle
have
pulling
our
thread.
start.
Brings us back to Delta.
Yeah. Let's
Let's see
Ooh.
what they got.
Serenity, Siren of the Void. We've got a good start on Bel Libro.
Nice.
So and it's Demon God Musclehead. Is that right?
See for Bill. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna
Because
be
it's the same. It's gonna be the same as
Ryu.
Ryu.
Yeah, see, we have
I'm going to see if
Run
the
a
dock
base.
is recharged because I got one that has sickly. So
Me as well.
mhm.
okay.
Oh, that's the scenario builder.
Yeah. So you have the actual scenario editor, which is like the full mission stuff, and then you have the different missions. So you have a start part and end for mission 1 that they've kind of set up for you. But I don't necessarily think we will need it.
Has acquired glutton. Has lost 30 in all stats.
Because I
Joy.
can't.
Yeah, I guess if you're gonna publish this thing out as a scenario, I probably ought to.
Well, you could
Publish
save
out.
it as a scenario without doing any coding to it.
Well, no, what I was gonna say is I should probably publish out all the builds that I used in it, so if people want to restore them, they have a blueprint.
Oh, yeah. That ain't a problem. Did that just go behind there? Oh, it didn't. It just cancels out. Okay. And we are under gameplay.
Especially for the vehicles. The bases
Mhm.
probably not so much.
Yeah, I mean, they can get your base version, or they can just blueprint the ones I have in there.
Well, it'll have all the damage and deterioration though if they want
Right.
a clean original. Restore it.
That's half the fun for me is trying to rebuild a wrecked vehicle, trying to figure out what went where.
Sans blueprint.
Yeah.
Was it in gameplay? Or was it player? Yeah, here we go. So we have add player's inventory.
Hmm? Does it allow you to have specifically named items?
That's what I'm about to look at. Because if we get the players... Let me drag this down here. So if we get the player's ID, we get that returned to it. This will be the item ID, entity, get definition ID. I'm guessing... would it be the other? No. Miscellaneous. No. Entity. I'm guessing that's what it would be. Or would it be load entity string? Because that is the same thing, so I don't need that. I don't need the content path. Yeah, I would think it's just entity name. And it's a string return, so I could do like... What? It's only numbers? It's not what I want then.
By the numbers.
Yeah, I want a string value for the name of it. But it says string return. Why? I can't put letters.
Long entity ID. Return string, so converts it into a string?
Does... I would think so, maybe? But then the string subtype ID, the way Space Engineers does it is normally what it's actually called.
What it's called in the files, not what it's called in the front end.
Right.
So you might have to boot up Izzy to find out what a datapad is actually called.
I think it's just datapad.
Maybe.
See if I can find it.
Clean mail. Xenolord.
Oh. Alright, well,
I'll shove him
we're
in.
good to go.
You can shove yours in.
Yep.
Just rolling.
Let's do...
In, right?
I guess long disk string. And then this one... Can I disconnect that? Yeah, there we go.
Where did he go?
Cannot go there.
He's dark, that's why.
And I cannot use that either.
Yeah, dark first, then dragon.
There he is.
Both of our stats rolled poorly.
Yeah. Well, if Dr. Braun is good for anything, it's for stats, as long as you talk to him about it.
Well, there, that'll at least get us eggs rolling.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hmm.
Oh. We should probably learn
the long. Oh man, he's played to display. Straight out of the script, cleaned up, modified for display. Look at your data pads, right?
Ooh, here we go. Maybe. That worked.
Not in this list of objects.
What, data pads?
Yeah. This is granted an old list, but 6 years ago it should be still
Data pads
have.
were in them.
So, yeah, we got bulletproof glass, canvas, computer, construction board, detector comp, display, explosives, girder, gravity gen, interior plate, radio comp, reactors, superconductors.
Data pads were added relatively early in, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
But it's in my object builder under slash blueprint definition blueprint subtype. Just the where the listed is. Put it in the Discord.
Okay.
All right.
Making your so
Let me see
Hmm?
that.
Oh, thank you.
What is that for?
That's when I looked for item names. That was the list of items, and that's where he said he got it from.
Oh, because you just have like actual text in there. Output name, item subtype ID, item
Yeah.
type, blueprint.
So this is an example of his what was output.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know. Go away.
your settle's done. I'm just waiting for you there.
Let me get it. Are we doing a combat build on this or a speed build? Fire build?
I would think a
What
speed
if I
build.
do?
But I guess it really depends on what
This.
passes we roll first.
Okay, thank you.
Hmm. Okay, so
What
what
do his stats look
is-
like?
Did what?
Never even bothered to check Xenophor's stats. Let's see. 130 HP, 120 attack, 120 defense. Stat-wise, the Shadowbeak's just better, but his special moves, he's got a ton of. I guess we'll have to see how well those do in actual combat.
Mm-hmm.
And his passive isn't really suited for combat. Unlike Shadowbeak's Dark Doubling.
That was 8 years ago.
Pad.
I don't.
Oh. Let's see. Need help with a script to only work when the data pad inside the inventory is named something specific.
Here we go.
This data pad is named John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
That's my name too.
Thank you.
But they didn't have a solution to it.
I found one. Of all places, Tebex has item IDs.
Hmm.
And it is just datapad/datapad. According to this, anyway.
But that wouldn't have any NBT data on it. There's got to be
Correct.
an NBT string somewhere.
Which is what I
But
don't
if you
know.
can find datapad, you could make a blank one and then one with some stuff on it and compare them and see if you can, if it has the NBT on it then. Yeah, the Verdash delivers cakes to your farm. The Anubis delivers cakes to mine.
Okay. Sure. Sounds great. No idea why, but hey, there it is.
No idea either, but I watched him do it earlier today, so.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, in Pal World's obsession with dark types, we now have 2 different dark type elemental passives to choose from.
When writing them.
No, you've got the Siren of the Void is Dark and Ice, and now we have Invader is Dark and Dragon.
Ah,
Meanwhile, Electric and Grass are over there just like,
I have Spirit
Come on.
Emperor.
I guess Electric does have a passive, it just has crap pals.
Yeah. And you can get a Lylene with Spirit Emperor, not Spirit Emperor.
I mean, there's
So
the base 20% element for, I think, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But the ones that have the 30% are Fire, Electric, Dark, Ice, and Dragon, right?
Is there another ice besides Siren?
No.
Okay, so who is 30% fire?
Isn't
Oh,
that-
Blaze
no,
Blade.
Eternal Flame is Dragon, that's right. So
Yeah.
you have 2 dragons, 2 dark, and the so Fire doesn't even get one. So yeah, it's Electric, Dark, dragon and ice. But dragon and dark are both twice.
What's Necromus have? Does he 20%?
Yeah. Lord of the Underworld.
I don't.
Oh, you already grabbed the egg.
Yeah, I've been just filling them in.
I looked over and I'm like, surely they should have done an egg by now. Are we sure we didn't get two of the same sex in the... But
Tired enough? Sure, possible. Like, dang it, they'll figure it out. Frogs figured it out.
so did dinosaurs, yeah.
Open. Thank you.
Probably, when you feel better, we'll probably need to run a few more Xenomorph raids so that we can see if we can get some better passives. Unless he starts mutating quickly.
True. Also, see what the doc does.
I can get you Glutton. And reduce your stats.
You can easily get past Fisted Glutton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, we haven't hatched anything yet. So, 2 eggs in the incubator.
It's got 100 in stats.
See if they have anything in here, because I don't know if you can do that.
first one definitely mutated.
What did it come out with?
Blood of the Dragon, Diet Lover, Masochist, and Capacitor.
Hmm.
Definitely mutated.
Yep.
Vicar. Supply.
Yeah. I don't think I'll actually be able to give them a specific data pad with text already on it. I can give them a data pad in general, but I don't think I'll actually be able to have anything in it. So that's okay.
I mean, you can always stash it. A body somewhere that has specific junk on it.
Yeah.
That's all the Frostbite did anyways.
Right. Yeah, the data pads
We
and
still need to
stuff
go
were
through
on
and do-
there. On the person already. Or in a specific location. Yeah, because I don't want to have it to where they have to push like buttons and have something trigger that way. Just
SE2 Creative is what, Monday?
The what?
SE2 Creative release, isn't that Monday?
Yes.
mm-hmm.
Around noon. So I will be at work.
Me too.
Yeah, earliest I'll be able to touch it is Tuesday.
Oh, you won't even be on Monday night?
Oh, I will be, but I know Tuesday I'll be off of work because I have a doctor's appointment. So I'll be able to get on it for a while after that. Maybe stream a little bit.
I don't know how much I'll touch it initially. I mean, obviously I'll crank it and tinker with it a bit.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, Monday night I'll definitely be on it and taking a look at it. Well, if anybody knows how I would give a data pad with specific stuff on it, let me know. Otherwise,
Another Xenolord mutation with Diet Lover.
let's get back to the actual game. Because I can mess with this off to the side while the game's running, so. Kind of cool.
Maria really wants to give us Diet Lover.
I'm going to close it for now.
Guess so he doesn't get hungry while he's gathering one. What can he breed into?
Let's see what happens.
So Luke's going to.
I want to go back in here so I can finish touching up that base.
Invader does what? Invader does
Dark and Dragon.
Dark and Dragon.
So Astagon would really like it. Shadowbeak would really like it. Shadowbeak could also like Siren of the Void.
So we need a Shadowbeak with Invader and Siren.
I don't know if that would stack nicely, because you'd probably want.
Well-
Because you're not adding a separate multiplier, you'd be adding on to the elemental bonus. So it's a plus 0.3 to the 1.3 modifier as opposed to adding on an entirely separate 1.3.
Hmm.
Whereas you'll get an additive 0.3 from, say, Musclehead as well. But Shadowbeak is probably going to end up with Legend, Serenity,
Demon God and
Demon God,
Invader.
Siren, or Invader, one or the other. Just depends on whether you want it to also have dragon attacks or also have ice attacks as a subtype. Or TM.
Hmm.
But Shadowbeak's ability is double dark damage while mounted.
Right. So you really wouldn't want.
I imagine you're going to be sticking with dark.
Yeah.
Does it learn Wisp on its own though? Let's see.
Now, it's got Divine Disaster, 1 and 2, and Dark Laser. But it does not learn Wisp. But there is something that does. The new pals.
Because that's one you would have to breed over. It's,
Yeah.
my understanding, worth it.
Lethal Step. Nightmare learns Wisp naturally at level 50.
Oh, it apparently has a Divine Disaster 2 now.
Yeah.
Which looks like it's just a straight upgrade. Dark Wisp is another long cooldown though, isn't it?
See. 45.
I don't know how I'd feel about giving a pal 3 45-second cooldowns. Seems like you'd have a really big burst of damage and then a whole lot of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I guess since it's a rideable, you could spam the 3, hop off, let it spam the 3, hop back on.
Right.
I'm not sure how much downtime you'd have in that cycle.
Okay. I died. That's okay.
Even
Apparently
Missy,
not. Well, apparently he's not in creative mode with no damage.
Oh, I'm in creative mode. The server restarted and I was outside.
Gotcha.
I just gotta give myself the things back. Paint. There it is. And then paint chemicals. And we will put these back in there. Didn't I give myself a welder? Did I just put it away by accident? Oh, no, I gave myself a drill. That's why.
you know the drill.
Right.
Engineer. Your jetpack is on an incline. Angry voxels demand sacrifice. Engineer falls in hot is a bad story.
I want that, and yeah, cool. Keep doing what we need. So, I posted in the SE Discord to see if anybody knows how to specifically search a player's inventory for a datapad with a specific name. So we'll see if anybody gets back to me with that. Because I can see where I would search for, like, yeah. Because I can see where I could search for, like, datapad using the item ID and subtype ID. But I don't know if the subtype ID is like the name of the datapad, or is it just datapad is the category and datapad is the item. Because they're kind of in their own little category according to Keen's items files, so.
Yeah, I think the problem with calling in a datapad that has contents on it to be spawned is you have to have a way to store the contents separately, as it wouldn't be stored.
Well, I'm not necessarily wanting to spawn it into the player's inventory. I'm wanting to search the player's inventory for that datapad.
Oh, to see if it has a specific datapad?
Yeah. So that way I would... So you know how in... I don't know, I guess pretty much any scenario from Keen, you have like the messages that show up in the chat at different points for like the mission, and then you can update the mission log.
I don't think any of those depend on datapads you picked up, though.
No, but they go off of like a location, or you can... There is a way to do it off of picking up a specific item or pushing a button.
Is there a way to activate it on container? Like Dead Engineer 3?
That I don't know.
I would think so, because that's
Like
money
opening a
interacting with an
specific
item.
container.
Yeah.
I would have to see. That I don't know. Because I know you can do it. I know you can name specific things and then go off of that. Because that's how you have to do the button activation way. You have to name the buttons specifically. I'll have to see. Because the way I would think about it in my head is you have the datapad category, which you're trying to find. You have the player inventory, and then if any item in their inventory matches X datapad, update the mission log. That's kind of what I was going for. So once they find like a specific datapad, it'll point them in the next direction. Send out like a message, and at one point I did have the idea to go like full story mode and have like AI vocals or volunteers in the space engineer community do like voice lines and have those play when you update the mission, but that might be a little much. Be cool, but
Mm-hmm. Well, that or you could do text to voice.
yeah, that's what I
AI
was thinking
stuff.
with the AI thing.
there used to be a Homer Simpson for the GPS. So,
Well, and you have Wasted with his voice lines, and
You know, engineer falls in hole is a bad story.
it'd just
but
be a,
the suit replacement.
I mean, it's just an audio file, and you tell it to play this file on updating mission log. Shouldn't be too difficult to figure out how their API works to do that.
Got Musclehead on a Xenolord.
That's good. I feel like Demon God is really going to be the one that's going to be difficult. I don't remember how many we did before we got Demon God originally on whoever we got it on.
I had caught it on a random gobfin in terms of
Oh.
passing on and stuff.
Okay.
But I mean, we're also going to need Swift is now harder to get
Mm-hmm.
Why
But
did
we've
they make
got
Swift
Swift.
harder to get?
on a Xenolord.
Not on a Xenolord. Yeah, you're right.
I was thinking Swift, Runner, Eternal Engine,
Mhm.
and kind of wild card on the last one, possibly Serenity is what we had talked about.
Do you think Serenity would be better than his Invader? Or would it be Invader, Serenity, Eternal Engine, Runner, or Eternal Engine, Swift?
I was thinking Swift and Runner since we're looking for it to be a mount first. You can only have one combat passive, and I think if you have to pick one, I think Serenity is still your best bet because it's 30% cooldown and 10% attack.
Hmm.
Daggy.
For me, I think I'd just assume put Nimble on there, just to get even more speed. Or infinite stamina.
Supposedly he doesn't drain stamina nearly as badly as Jet Dragon, so...
Right, he's got triple the stamina, Jet Dragon.
So...
Well, wouldn't you want to keep that instead of trying to...
No, he's got that as a base, 3 times the stamina, without any passives. So
He's
you
a little
wouldn't-
bit slower by default, but he's got triple the stamina by default. So
That
if you're going to
makes
spend
sense.
passives for stamina on Jet Dragon, you'll never get up to his stamina. But if you compare a Jet Dragon with stamina passives to a max speed Xenolord, the Xenolord beats it in all categories.
Gotcha.
The Jet Dragon can still be faster if you've maxed its speed out, but you will only be faster for the whopping, 2 seconds you can sprint.
I get you. Let's get your exact color.
We're out of hydrogen. Restoring gravity now.
Yes, I know I'm out of hydrogen. Probably should have turned you off a while ago. So I don't have to listen to it. I think that's about all the outside.
Or I'm cutting off your O2.
I'm trying to get this damage.
There we go.
Oh, just got it.
Well, there you go.
That
Now
didn't
you
take
do.
long.
I mean, you've been working on it for 3 or 4 days.
Give yourself credit, man. You're way more persistent than most people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the heavy rust really suits it. I think regular will be fine.
Battery charged. Is what I would say had you remembered to do so.
So grab these smokies.
Oh, the only achievement I'm missing is go around and collect all the notes.
You got the spear crafter as well?
Yeah, I've had that one.
Oh.
Where you gotta craft like 3,000 spears.
I
It's a lot
think
more
it's
than
20.
that.
Yeah, I think it's 20,000 spheres too. So
2,000.
2,000.
Wasn't far off. Not sure how to feel about that. I was joking. I was like, no, you're pretty close. Okay. I think I have at least most of the outside done.
Ah, yes, high quality recovery beds. Now we can do that last research.
Nice.
I made 9 of them earlier, and then we ran out of cotton candy.
Yeah, I put them
I
in
didn't
the system.
realize this was a
Noted
check.
that we had one missing before we could do the last.
Yeah, I just got one out of the chest, so.
I want cotton candy.
I just throw a woolly pop in a farm.
I am not as big a fan of the cotton candy stuff.
I never really was a huge fan of it. It was really good for like the couple of handfuls that you get off of it at first, and then I was kind of over it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Never did really end up finishing them. I mean, I would, just out of sheer stubbornness, but that'd be about it. Try to get these pieces, or else I'm gonna be laughed at. Okay, no. How does... I guess that's not terrible. Kind of mix that in.
I wonder if you could use a badly passive Yakimo to reduce the strength of the raid bosses.
Well, the trigger is upon catch. It can roll to add those to it. So,
Oh, is it on catch? I thought it was on spawn.
nah, it's on catch.
I think I'll just leave those there how they are. I'll just
Thought
add later.
Engineer, you are low on power.
Yeah.
And that's why when you're going after some of the legendaries, you can beat them down until they're ready to catch, and then pull out the Yakimo and catch them at that point.
There we go. Oops. There we go. Now to do the inside.
Which one you working on now?
Your big
Me?
gray one still. I just got done painting the outside of it. It's huge.
Funny thing is, it's mainly a big garage. Well, I guess it's only half garage.
Yeah, but it's for like larger vehicles too. And scratch that, I forgot the alleyway between the new section and yours. That's a little more bitter.
I didn't realize this was a no check.
Okay. What's going on?
He's got airlocks, remember?
Yeah, but it should be working. Stand here. That door should now unlock.
Did you already break the airlock system?
No, I think my game is bugged because the door highlights yellow, but like none of... Oh, that keypad does. That one does. It just turns right back off.
You know, I just delete the door and replace it and do away with the airlock for the time being.
I like it. I'm just trying to figure out what you use to do it.
There's a sensor on the underside. It will. Which one? This is the question.
Sensor A, sensor B, 4 sensors. Which one are you? Sensor A. Are you off? No, you're on.
Oh, nice. Triple mutation on this one. We got Hydromaniac, Bottomless Stomach, and Coward.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I think it's just a server, to be fair. Because I wasn't having any issues with it before.
Battery charged is what I would say had you remembered to do so.
You on?
I have the YouTube one running too. If you just feel like watching it on there. Yeah. Go back. Yeah, it's like that sensor is constantly...
And
What's that?
Let me
Okay.
see if the other one works.
is the door on the other side open?
Like opposite end?
Mm-hmm.
That one is. I don't think you have another
Close
one
that
over
door.
here. Yeah. And then go
Now go
back.
to the other side.
Go in, shut this door.
Go in. Shut that door.
Nothing.
And you've tried manually turning it back on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it shuts off immediately.
Yeah. I know you have a delay, so do it a couple times and let you see it.
Okay. Check the sensors. Or actually, it might be. There's timer blocks at this point. That may be a timer.
I can see. I didn't see any timer blocks in the list. Sensor A.
Set up actions.
It's just for open and closed. I didn't see any other listed.
Not.
You are
But
out
that's
of
not even
breath.
turning them off. Okay, so
Still
the
in
sensors were
gravity.
for
Now,
auto close, not on and off. So for on and off. Oh, do programming blocks. It might be a programmable block.
Or a timer, you mean?
Programmable
No, in
block
this case,
doors.
I think I might be using a programmable block.
Yeah.
Doors.
Whips auto door and airlock.
Just turn
Ah.
it off.
Yeah.
It may need a recompile or something. Or if
That's
the
right.
doors have been renamed, they could.
I have not renamed any. So I'm just gonna turn it off and back on. We'll see.
Or may recompile.
Yeah, I might need one.
So cut the door to the exterior and see if that does it now.
I'm gonna recompile it real quick and just to double check. Of course, I didn't do anything.
So go ahead.
Maybe.
Close the,
Time.
well, remember, you have the exterior door open, so it's working as intended currently.
So there's it shut.
Okay, it should immediately trigger the other if the names are all proper. What's the interior door named?
No. Should well be. I mean, now it's a
Right, but what is it named currently?
sliding door.
Doesn't have a description of interior, exterior, or anything like that.
Nope.
Oh, so it's not working.
Oh
I
wait,
just
hold
tried
on.
to
Yeah,
bring
it is a airlock interior. Sorry, I was looking at the welder name for it.
Okay.
Yeah, a airlock
Exterior.
interior. So
Start
you would
turning on the interior again.
interior.
Doesn't recombine.
You should see it here in a sec. Just like turning right back off.
Try going to the programmable block, turning it off, and then re-enabling this
Engineer,
door and seeing if
you
it
are
works.
low on
The programmable block is
power.
only the one responsible for it.
Just see if it keeps it on.
So that is the issue.
Turns it right back off.
Do you have the other exterior door open, or did we keep that closed? I thought we kept it closed.
I was gonna say, I think we closed it. Nine
Select
and
all the sliding.
I think
Well,
9
no,
and
the sliding
10
door should-
are these ones. Yeah. These ones are the ones I added. So they shouldn't be part of your list anyway.
Well, it's not a list. The way the web script works is when you have the airlock in the door term, it tries to make an airlock out of the doors that'll have that in their name.
Okay.
So if you go to the programmable block for web script, you should see a listing of all airlocks in the build, and it's kind of running status, bottom right hand.
Yeah. Airlock
And
A, airlock B. hangar
airlock A
B,
should not
hangar
have
A.
14 doors. Something's wrong there.
Has 14 of them apparently, interior and exterior.
Yeah, just turn that off. It's something's gone completely and horribly wrong on that.
It is an older script, and it's running on a server. So,
Yeah.
ooh, no, you don't have any of your big vehicles attached to this. I was gonna say, I know you like to name like
Yeah.
the doors in your rovers and stuff, but
Yeah, this one doesn't have anything.
there's nothing attached to here. Plus, it was working earlier, so I think it's just a server side thing. It's
Yeah, I
only
think
been
when it
after
got
the restart.
reinitialized again, it just...
Yeah, I'll just leave that block off for now, and it'll be fine.
If a space engineer falls with no one there to see it,
If someone wants to turn it back on and fix it in there safe, they can. I'm not too worried about it. Oh God, why do I have a green?
Because the paint gun tends to swap to the next color when you definitely go out of the window. So
Yeah, it does some weird things.
O'Kane did put out a video about the unified grid system. So there's 3 sizes of blocks: the old large grid, the old small grid, and then the new 25 millimeter or 25
medium
centimeter.
grid.
Yeah, the small. Although it's the previous large grid blocks, the 2.5 meters. The previous small grid blocks, the 50 centimeters, and then there's the new tiny block, the 25 centimeter block. So
I think
They
they
did
have
not demonstrate anything about
like the giant gyro.
functional blocks.
Yeah.
Just the unified grid. It was just a little short. It put
Oh,
out one
yeah.
about the suit and a little thing on the modular copy and paste thing, and something
Yeah,
about
I've been
the grid
seeing
size.
them pop up. I haven't watched any of it because I kind of want to have that reaction when I play it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do remember from the one stream they did that the one gyro is huge. It's like a 3x3 off the get-go. They didn't specify if there would be versions like that for a lot of them, but I know a lot of the functional stuff is supposed to be getting animated as well. Or at
Yeah,
least
and
like
that'll be
the
nice.
animated gyros.
the full power bar keeps your AI hidden. Right.
Hopefully they can fix the draw thing. The what is it? The LOS draw thing.
Oh yeah.
Because how spinning gyros tend to be left behind when the vehicle moves.
Yeah. I would assume that would be fixed.
Well, I
'Cause
mean, the
that would
prototype
be-
ones did.
And it is a new engine.
Yeah. So hopefully.
It'd be one of the things I would test if I was putting animated objects in a game anyway. Make sure they didn't do anything weird.
But since there is 3 block sizes, I wonder if there's going to be like 3 sizes of functional blocks. If there's going to be tiny, underpowered 25 centimeter versions.
That's
regular.
kind of how they describe the gyros anyway.
A small, a medium, and a large.
Yeah. And then each one was like more powerful than the last, obviously. Did I just give myself another paint cup? No? What did I give
You
myself?
don't have any ammo,
Yeah. Oh no, I gave myself
though.
welder. By accident. I saw the 1000 that I usually set for paint gun ammo, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. There we go.
Hmm.
What?
I think he just gave you 1,000 paint guns. Or one paint gun, really, because it doesn't generate.
Yep. I was like, am I tripping or something? There we go.
Paint. Yep, there.
I'm just getting tired. That's the difference.
This is one of my older base designs, but it's one that nicely supports a decent number of folks.
Multiplayer, this is a nice base. Especially just to get everybody started and kind of organized.
You know, engineer falls
And it
in
was
hot
designed to be
is a bad
expandable.
story.
Like if you noticed on the refineries and assemblers and refinery assembler and cargo lines outside, they're all dead-ended in a fashion that you could just keep them going in a pattern.
Yeah. Keep it going in that direction.
I should probably update this base at some point with all the
The new stuff.
yeah, you know, just stuff like the event controllers for the airlocks instead of having the programmable block and the couple of the new appearances.
I was thinking about doing that. But then the story side of it, you'll kind of see why I didn't. I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, there is a reason that I did not change anything to like the current prototech or stuff like that in it.
I guess it makes sense if you're using this as an older base. This is an older design, so
Yeah, yeah.
makes sense. Don't forget you may want to trim down on some of those hangar doors as well, because that's a lot of material.
Yeah. I'm probably going to. I tried to have them like staggered and turned off. But it looks like that does not save that way. And it could have been because of the programming door block, but I'm just gonna grind them down. Make a couple of them missing. Normal things. But I think we're pretty good. I just gotta give it the
You are low on power.
atmosphere now.
Probably ought to pull names off the tags.
Oh, nah. I'll leave it there for
For posterity.
yeah.
I was just thinking for the YouTube series, it'd be weird to have my name plastered there.
It's your great 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 grandfather.
Right. Here in 10,000 years. Back in my day. Grandpa, your day doesn't even exist on the calendar anymore.
Why they call me Eisen. Yo-yo!
Back when we still used fossil fuels for vehicles.
Oh, that would be neat with the new fluid dynamics if they actually had oil wells.
Be cool if they actually added like different materials like that to planets.
Yeah.
And especially if you actually had to pump the mud in to get the flow started.
Or like liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen.
That would be
They're
cool.
supposed to be in the compressed tanks.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, for how much they're storing.
Then when they leak,
hope
they
so,
flood
anyway.
they flood the part of the ship. And
Could be a nice explosion.
Flood and evaporate at the same time.
yeah.
That would be a nice explosion. I don't know if you realize how fast and how much those gases expand.
Just be a matter if somebody left the coffee pot on.
Yep.
I didn't realize this was a no-check.
And I didn't realize how big just the ceiling is in Eisen's base.
So I've actually built this base by hand like 3 times.
I could see that.
Solo once of those.
Definitely could see that. Not many times am I gonna be building a place like this.
But I did it with my wife and son, hence the names.
Yeah.
We use this as a starting point for the Agorist at War.
That makes sense.
Now, it was greatly expanded upon, had a subfloor with all the rooms and everything, and a giant print head for larger ships.
Ships, machines, and the like.
It would have been nice to try that again after the Factorium update came out.
Agris.
Mm-hmm.
Ace
Or
Or
Ares
Ares.
now.
Cannot get
Yeah.
to your inventory.
I think he's updated it a couple times since then too. Like that new starting location. I think he updated a couple of the ships and bases.
Did he update the Lazarus starting location?
I thought he did. I could be wrong. I
And
know
the last
that
time
was
I
one
played,
of
it was
his-
still. It was still work in progress. It had a starting location that you could go to on Lazarus, but it was listed as the planet was still work in progress. There was no factions on it.
Okay.
I know we still need to go do the
Frostbite.
Yes.
probably should get that done before SE2 comes fully out.
It's kind of just a meme at this point, like Eisen's waving hand. Except it's actually able to be done, so we definitely should do it.
Engineer, you are low on power.
I remember we tried doing it on the server, and I can't remember if we actually got it working.
No, something.
Something went
Like
funny
that.
with it, yeah.
So it'll have to be somebody's save.
Well, it's either that or it was the mods we had installed that went funky with it, but
Can always do
Yeah,
it.
we can always
vanilla.
just do a. Yeah, we can do a pure vanilla. And, alright, you got a pretty good connection. You can host it since I think
yeah.
You're
easy
kinda
to anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it. Make a day of the week out of it.
Probably take
2 or 3.
2-3 nights. 2-3 nights, pending on.
So, I mean, it's
rolls on
only
how
like a
aggressive.
6-hour thing, isn't it?
Depends on how over prepared you want to get / how aggressively you want to tackle everything. have it balanced is the HP scaling. You're a lot more powerful than you think.
Really?
No matter how hard.
I know I died when I tried it solo. Like,
Well, I'm talking about block to block. So, like, your small grid blocks have a lot more HP than normal, and the enemies' blocks have a lot less HP. And that's scaled in the scenario files. Hence why those large grids at the tail end you can typically take out with just assault cannon weapons and murder them really quickly.
Well, don't spoil it for him.
but how is that supposed to work when you're supposed to be grabbing the vehicles that they give you and repairing them?
So I think it goes off of owner.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like this faction, if it's a grid owned by a player, it will increase HP.
Like I've done one playthrough where I actually built the Templar that's sitting on top of this base, and that was able to finish. Well, I didn't build its ions, obviously, but that was able to finish the entirety of the scenario. I used all their trucks for transporting stuff, though.
yeah, because my trucks constantly got blown up.
And I've also done it where we didn't build any flyers, and I had my... Remember that old test tank I brought in one time? It had just like a assault cannon on top and 2 autocannons on the side. We used that for one go of it, and it murdered everything. The main issue is at some point there's... I'm pretty sure we got far enough for you to see it, the kamikaze drones, depending on how they hit, can make your life less convenient.
That is a good way of putting it.
Especially depending on how much of the terrain they take out.
Yeah, 'cause I think
But
we had just gotten to the mountain base, and it just kept either lagging out or it was just lagging horribly for everybody.
I want to say one person was having trouble even staying connected for whatever reason.
I think it was Nakor.
Yeah. Was a different server too, so I mean, if single player connection isn't the greatest either, we can always try that. And...
I've done it single player and it worked just dandy. I did it with
yeah. Like Nari said, I'm sure it's just the mods that we had, 'cause we had quite a few in it. So it'll just be a matter of starting it vanilla. We'll join him up.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to get used to vanilla anyways, because there's not going to be any mods for SU2 for a while.
Nope, because they're not releasing the API and modding stuff until
Vertical Slice 2.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's also no multiplayer. So
Right. This is true.
Very true.
it will not be the multiplayer game du jour because it have multiplayer.
You have like all the lights cranked up. Jesus. Console.
So I could see not so I could be realistic.
He's so bright. Actually, do you have a group for lights?
Nope.
God. Nobody groups things anymore.
Actually, I typically never have groups for lights. I haven't turned off in terminal normally. It's just older design.
I'm a glutton for easy switches. I group the lights, put them on a button, be done with it. If I get fancy, I'll even do it by room.
Yeah. I never really, except for directional lights, the port and starboard, I never mess with the lights. I just leave them the default color and just turn up the radius. So all the lights are just turned up, and I don't need to do specific mood lighting for specific rooms.
I'll sometimes go that far, but no, normally I'll just set the radius to like 5, intensity 2,
I didn't
and
realize
be done with
this
it.
was a no checkback.
Yeah, but you actually usually change it to a warm light too. You usually modify the color slightly.
Yeah.
I noticed I backed off on these too. 255, 230, 200.
I don't think I usually do that much. Mine's more like 255, 245, and like 210-ish.
Nowadays I go 230, 220, 210. But funny enough, if you want to get to the actual color temperature of modern lighting, you gotta jack green and blue way down.
Oh yeah.
There was a post about a year ago that I meant to save, and now I can't find it, that had all of the light settings for like fluorescent lights and halogen bulbs and
If you
Yeah, I
want
saw
to
that
mimic
one.
them.
But it looks weird in the game engine to do it that way. Because it's a really red light by comparison the way you're used to seeing it.
no,
in the
the one I
engine.
saw was in, they did it in Space Engineers.
Yeah.
Posted screenshots of it. Yeah. But you tried some of the settings in live, they looked weird.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, do
Yeah.
you know one of the settings? Or,
No, I don't have it memorized. Because I just tested it out.
I was say, I'll try it now.
Let's see.
See what it looks like. Actually, right here's a good comparison because you have a top and bottom. I guess it really also depends on the background block too, because if you're next to a
for,
gray,
for a 4100 Kelvin, which is your standard office fluorescent tube, it's 255, 211, 168.
And candle is 255, 147, 41.
It's 211 green.
we'll go there.
There's the settings.
And then, what was the
168 on blue.
It's not exact, but it's close that you're gonna be able to notice it.
And you see what I mean? How it looks kind of weird because it looks very warmer
Looks
than
a
you're
lot.
used to.
Yeah.
And that's, bear in mind, a bluish fluorescent
Battery charge is what I would say.
in terms
had
of what
you
you
only
see
got
in
to do
modern
so.
day.
That's actually not bad. I could see this as like those yellow fluorescents.
Yeah, but that's not even the yellow fluorescent. If you wanted to go to 3500K, which is the yellow fluorescent, 255, 196, 137.
That's closer to what we normally have. 255, 236.
That's 255, 196, 137.
196.
Yeah, that's close. Well, you had it close enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that.
137.
That's gonna be it. Copy all the name.
So that's a 3500 Kelvin.
Yeah. I mean, here's your 3 different settings. The default one I had, the first one you gave, and now that one.
You see how warm that looks,
Yeah.
but it doesn't look that warm in real life.
No, it doesn't. And then, what were the ones Nari gave? Oh, you just linked the whole thing.
Yeah. He's got a whole bunch of pictures with the settings.
I see. Candle, 255, 147, 41, 40 watt tungsten, 100 watt tungsten. This is what he's talking about.
Wattage shouldn't matter.
Never! It's just a brighter
Shouldn't matter for
fuse.
color temperature.
Just a brighter fuse, it's fine. Different colored glass. That's what he's looking for. I guess my normals are like the 100 watt tungsten. You want to go a carbon arc?
So what he's done is he's just adjusted these to what they look like in game engine, and not what actual Kelvin would be.
I know my color's gonna be a little different too from what I'm actually seeing, because I have the blue light filter on my monitors. So that makes everything a little more yellow anyway, in my eyes. I don't know how it actually does for the stream. I don't think it changes anything.
It
But
shouldn't change anything.
all 3 of my monitors have the blue light filter. So, like this is like a nice, it's actually a nice warm, and that's kind of where I like to put my stuff at. Whereas this is probably more closer to what I'm actually looking at. A 40 watt tungsten. Or the candle. Let's see what the candle looks like. 255.
Yeah, nobody uses tungsten anymore.
No. I use tungsten, not for the thing, for lights, but it makes a light.
Reminds me, did they ever try selling you guys on the induction lamps when those were coming around?
They tried. I told them not to fucking do it.
Yeah, it was... Especially because they were trying that just before LEDs really kicked off. All their momentum that they were trying to gain for tungsten got hit real hard once... Or, I'm sorry, not tungsten, the I just said it.
LED?
No, basically the
Yeah.
better incandescent they were doing right before the LEDs. It was the.
Oh.
Is that it? Dang it.
Induction lighting.
Yes, thank you.
That one.
I thought
Me and
you
you
had
both.
it, so because you were working through it, I thought you had it, but no, it was induction lighting. So it's
See,
just-
that one actually doesn't look bad for like a mood or
Caution light.
well, decrepit is I guess
You
the
are
word
low
I'm looking
on
for.
Yeah,
power.
I guess if you look at old acrylic outdoor lighting where it's been yellowed a lot.
Yeah.
It didn't use the polycarbonate.
Oh wait.
I actually like that one. I might change all of them to that. Just to see what it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, you
'Cause-
can always make the accusation: older technology, the lenses have yellowed over time, slash, dirt,
Right.
light loss factor, etc. It's just.
I mean, we have
Nasty.
rust-covered machinery, so...
Mhm.
Yeah, what is that setting? 255, 137, 46. It's not exact, so... Let me see if I can get that exact number again. Oh, I wasn't... Yeah, I wasn't too far off, just by a couple. So 255... 147... 41. Change the radius to about 6, intensity 2. Fall off. That should be okay. It's hard to see with the fog.
Make it day. Well, you'll have to clear the weather because it's snowing.
That's what I'm doing, is remove weather.
It'll last for a minute.
Yeah. Enough to get a good look at it.
Yeah, that could work. You may want to vary it though, because
That's what I'm gonna do.
Dirtied, not as much as others.
This one's not on yet.
Jetpack suffering existential crisis.
If you wanted to get really finicky about it, the ones on the east and west sides should be more yellow than the ones on the north and south.
Look at this
UV degradation.
guy. Yeah. This guy bringing the sun into his math. You're not gonna be here, so let me... How do you get in this thing? No.
Side.
Looks an awful lot. The frostbite one. Did you base it on that?
Nah.
If a space
No.
engineer falls with no one there to see, does it make a sound? Guess we'll
Still
find
got
out.
spotlights. There we go.
Nice.
Because that's basically what you're coming into.
Sort of level.
And then what you can do...
He was level 55-ish.
Maybe better off using single corner lights as an aisle light on either side on floor.
That's what I was thinking of, because I want to do it kind of like this. I
Yeah,
need my
what
gun.
I do is I just put like a 3-block space between each of them. Take, depending how the pattern works out.
Yeah. Because regular wall lights don't
You do
have the sparking
I want to
effect.
keep you alive. Maybe you should keep my battery topped up with that in mind.
I want precision. Kicked weapons, precision. Ooh. So when you come in, you'll have a couple that are sparking. So if we do... What is that? We'll just start here. stuff that actually lined up pretty nicely.
Well, I think I'm gonna get off here and try to get myself rested.
Alrighty. Have a good
I'll
night.
have a good night.
You do the same. I know once I get this kind of lighting slash mood right, I'll probably be doing the same. What? Right here.
I'll be staying up at least until the incubators are full for Ryzen, so that when he gets on tomorrow, he's got 40 eggs to search through for passives instead of just 20.
Yeah. We could do this one.
Remember Hal from 2001? They didn't keep him properly charged either.
Kind of like that, and then crank this one up. Do this one.
If a space engineer falls with no one there to see it, does it make a sound? Guess we'll find out.
Ah. This one.
A full power bar keeps your AI happy while you sleep.
This we can change the color of. Back to our warm colors. Give a little variation. Yeah.
Well, that is perfect passives for a riding mount.
What's that?
Unfortunately, the runner, nimble, and infinite stamina. Unfortunately, Bella does not have a saddle. Does she breed anything that makes a riding mount? You can actually breed, make a ray hound. A univolt. Actually, a days mud too. Might have to save her in case. Might build, breed something that is rideable Tastagon. Lay is the new dragon shield thing.
Hmm.
Beacon. Zephyr.
Luckily, we needed the exercise in.
Okay, let me find. What those one over here? Guess we're going to the other side.
Battery charged is what I would say had you remembered to do so.
That works. We'll get some energy back so I can see what it looks like with flashlights on.
Jetpack suffering existential crisis.
should probably mix in some dust too with some of the rust armor plates.
I've tried that before. It comes out looking...
Weird.
Yeah, like the outside of the base has dust in it. But if you have too many colors going on at once, it tends to just look like somebody tried drawing a maze on the floor because of the borders.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed the rusty one tends to blend those a little more than the dust does. I do mix it in here and there. It's just not as much as the rust.
Oh, was that Eisen talking in the chat on Space Engineers?
No. That's one of the
Who is it?
antennas I have going.
Oh, like this is how
That's
many units we
actually-
have left.
Yep.
I thought it said how much oil do we have left? I'm like, what? And I thought he was sending a
Hey, I'm here.
no, I was sending a message to me since I was watching so that I could check the oil production to see if we
Oh.
needed to maybe stock up.
That makes
So we
sense.
use it for Palmetto and a couple other things.
Makes
Or
sense.
plasteel, actually.
Whee. A little variation.
I didn't realize this was a no check background.
There we go. That looks a little better. I like it. All right. I think that'll
What,
be good.
3 more to go.
Let me see.
Oh, have you done that white one over there?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 more to go.
Yeah, I got this one and this one done. Um, I told Eisen I don't know if I'm going to be using these two,
Mm-hmm.
just because I would have to expand on the living areas quite a bit, especially this little, like, single man one. I could use it as like a,
Little outpost.
yeah, a little side thing. I have no qualms
The
about that.
the black and blue one. Maybe
Yeah.
not the small white one.
Yeah, the small white one, I would have to expand on quite a bit, but the little blue and black one, I would have to do quite a lot too, because it's just like a single room surrounded by like a refinery assembler, and then the garage with it. I'm stuck.
Deal with it.
Yeah, it's just like the survival kits right here. You got the assembler, refinery. I could definitely use it as just like a single outpost.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just be run down quite a bit because there's quite a bit of parts to give somebody. Not too much though, I guess, but could make it as like a little side thing. Same thing with the white one.
Yeah.
Just place them somewhere, make them a little bonus. There's Eisen's 100% completion. Collect all my data pads. I don't think he realizes how many I have. That's the website stuff. Let me... So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So far.
So there's going to be multiple data pads per planet.
Yeah. Per base. Well, location, whatever it happens to be. But yeah. I'm giving the players kind of like a little storyline to follow as they reach their goal. So they'll kind of get a feel for the NPCs they're looking for. I think we're good.
I forget if you said you were going to give them GPS to the next planet.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one data pad in each facility that kind of hints towards where the next location is. And then it'll give GPS coordinates to, say, like the jump point of that specific planet or asteroid or whatever it happens to be. So if the next point's on a planet, it'll give like a random set of coordinates outside the atmosphere, and you have to make your way to the planet surface and find the location. Sometimes it can be other side of the planet, sometimes it can be near it, but I kind of just pick a spot.
That'll work out pretty well since we're running an ion ship.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, the starting ship's gonna be all ion, so kind of have to figure it out from there, and hopefully not get wrecked in the process, because it's gonna be a challenge, not just a story. So.
I wish there were more actively aggressive MES mods.
Like actively finding you.
Yeah. I mean,
Reavers
Most of them
kind
are.
of are your best option for that.
yeah, Reavers and Orcs are both aggressive. They'll hunt you down.
Yeah.
Space Panzers will hunt you as soon as you get into space. Um, the Tire Thieves actually does a pretty good job of hunting you. They tend to spawn fairly close and
Kind of antagonize you.
yeah, but they don't actively hunt you because they're all rovers and stuff. So
Yeah.
they spawn near you and then do a patrol pattern that is a big loop usually. So if they get near enough to you, they'll
Come
turn and
after.
attack.
That's kind of what Parallax does, though, and Amber.
No,
They kind of spawn
No,
and
they
go
don't-
on a direct route. And if you get
yeah, they
within
spawn in a
range-
direct route, but like the Tire Thieves will do a loop. As long as they
Oh.
don't like fall off a cliff or something, they'll do like a big loop around where they spawn
Yeah.
of a couple of kilometers. So since they spawn out at the usual MES 2 to 3 kilometers, they can get in
Within
range
you.
of you and then turn to attack.
That makes sense.
So
Okay.
I guess there's Attack of the Uncooperative Drones, but that just spawns drones that go directly for your base.
Yeah.
I still think you should bring that
You
thing
do
in.
realize
The
I'm
salamander?
not keeping you alive.
I was just thinking about it.
Battery topped up with nuts and lime.
I was trying to figure out what exactly I can do with it, where it would go. That's a lot of components to give.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
it's
mean,
also
honestly,
all small, so it's not like
Yeah.
it's gonna build a large grid.
I mean, I could take it to my Rust world and let it sit for a while.
Yeah, you can do that. Let some components just fall off.
Yeah. Well, I've got a world that has the Rust Mechanics mod on it, so it slowly changes the color of everything. It starts by desaturating the color of parts,
Yeah.
and then it replaces it with the rusty paint, and then it goes to heavy rust, and then it removes components,
Oh.
slowly rusts it away.
Yeah,
So
can do that. And then you have to repair them at that point. Don't you have to go with them to a welder to even change the paint back?
yeah, if you just weld it back up, it'll just be rusted or heavy rust or whatever. You have to repaint it and everything too.
Gotcha.
So
That works. But alright. Oh, jeez. Anytime getting tired. I am gonna go ahead and go to bed.
okay.
I have to wake up early with the little one anyway, so we will. I'm gonna try and get back to this tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm gonna stream it because I don't want to give away too much content. We might place those 2 bases down where they need to go, get the data pads worked out for him, and see how much more I need to do because I want to include his big rover. A couple story elements with these 2 bases to make them make sense, at least in my brain. And then should be good from there. Finding the starting point and getting the ship ready.
I don't think we had anything that we really needed to do to the ship.
No.
We'll have to check it over, make sure it has enough cryopods, but I think it does.
That's gonna be the biggest thing, is just changing it up a little bit to fit 4 or 5 people instead of just the one. That's it.
So,
Jeez. Alright. You all have a wonderful night. Nari, we shall catch you next time.
alrighty. So,
And we'll see
Sounds
you
good.
all in the next one.